Hey folks, Robbie Payne with Chrome Unboxed, and we just got done going through Google's big, huge setup here at CES 2018. They're calling it the playground. There's all kinds of stuff on display from all of their Google Assistant partnerships that they have, and it's just kind of stunning to see. There's been a lot of people asking, why exactly is Google here if they're not unveiling a bunch of new products? And it's really, they're here to raise awareness of Google Assistant and the fact that it is spreading just about everywhere. But today we got to spend some time with a couple Google employees that actually gave us a guided tour of two of the smart displays, the one from Lenovo and the one from JBL. We spent most of our time on the 10-inch Lenovo model, and they actually went through some random scenarios that you would actually encounter with this device, and we get to see it in action. And so we want to show that to you guys. So Google is positioning these smart display devices in a way that they really don't want you to compare them with standard computing devices like tablets or laptops. Sure, there's a touch screen, but really these devices aren't meant to take place of productivity machines. They're made to supplement them. And thinking through the use cases for Google Assistant in your home, it becomes pretty clear that there are a handful of use cases that would greatly benefit from having a display. Think about weather, recipe instructions, video calls, basic knowledge questions, maps. The list just goes on. And that's really Google's thinking here. Deliver devices that help users get the most out of Google Assistant as possible. So let's talk about some of the things that these things can do. First up is ambient display. This is the display that's always on when you're not interacting with any of the smart display devices. And it can act as a photo frame for leveraging Google Photos, give you the date, time, and current weather, just at a glance. Now, once you touch it, you get to the home screen and you'll see appointments, home integrations, weather, etc. Just all based on your day, your schedule, your stuff. Now, Google will be rolling out routines later in this month, in January, which will allow a roll-up of a bunch of daily tasks that you can get to quickly by setting a simple keyword. For the demo, they use the words, "Good morning." And when they said this, the assistant turned on the light, it gave an agenda, a traffic update, and then turned on YouTube for top news. Next up is finding businesses. So similar to what you would do on a phone or a smart speaker, you can ask about nearby businesses. With a smart display, however, you'll get some visual data along with your query. So think about asking just a speaker. You get the best result and you have to ask for more options. With a screen available, you can simply scroll through with a touch of the other options as well. Clicking on any of them will bring up something similar to what you'd see in Google Maps listing with hours, pics, reviews, directions, all that kind of stuff. Next up is camera controls. For now, this is only working with Nest cameras, but we'll likely see more roll up into this. And with Nest cameras in your home, you can ask Google Assistant to see your connected cameras and pull up live feeds right there on the smart display. So if you need to see what the kids are doing, making all that noise in their room, you just tell Google Assistant you want to see it, and boom, it's right there on the display. Moving on, cooking. Smart assistants are actually really great at helping you cook. If you've never done it before, I'd highly recommend it. You can ask for a recipe, and Google Assistant will guide you step by step through the recipe. With a visual display, you can actually see each step one at a time right in front of you and see where you are in the recipe. Additionally, if there's a step that you don't even know how to do, you can just ask Google to show you how to do that particular maneuver. A video pops up, you see it, and then boom, you're back into your recipe. And so to be able to see those visuals, to get through a recipe, to learn a few new skills, all at the same time and never touch a device, that's actually really, really helpful. Moving on, we have some basic trivia. So, and I'm not just talking about games, I'm talking about asking Google about facts and how to make things work. Not only can Google answer you, the assistant can now bring up relative cards and other information to visually help you with the answer. Another benefit is Google Photos. The use case is pretty obvious here. With Google Photos, all you have to do is call up, hey, I want to see pictures of vacation last year. I want to see pictures of my daughter, or I want to see pictures of us at the beach, or I want to see pictures of us at Disney World. Google Photos knows how to find all those and understand that language and turn that into data that they can use to go find those pictures and deliver them up to you right there. And so instead of having to now pull those things up and show someone on your phone, or pull them up and now find a screen to cast to, you've got a nice 10-inch display that can vividly show those images to people around you if you have people over for dinner, or if you just want to look back and be nostalgic about your photos. Another thing that smart displays can do really well is video calling. For the moment, Duo is at the center of these video calls. Over time, Google says that they will allow in other video platforms, but for right now, it's all Duo, and it works quite well, just as you'd expect. Another thing to think through, games. Now, We're not talking about 3D shooters or platformers. We're talking about the games you would play on a smart speaker. So things like trivia. And one of the most popular games that Google says that they have right now is I'm Feeling Lucky, which is a basic trivia game. And it works really well with a smart speaker. But guess what? It works even better when you have a device that's a smart speaker and a smart display, because now they can add some graphic elements to these things that really heighten the game and help you kind of see and visually interact with the device. They showed us and let us play a couple rounds of Lucky Trivia, and it was really cool. It was a really fun experience, and I would expect to see many, many more developers leveraging smart displays in this way. So that's about all Google showed us during this demo, but you get the feeling and you get the sense that the sky's kind of the limit for this technology. We're already seeing all kinds of things from Google Assistant and smart speakers in general that we wouldn't have thought about even 6 months ago. So I can't imagine how much different the landscape will be now that we've added displays to this mix in about 6 months or a year from now. As developers get their hands on these things and they start hitting retail channels and people start using them, as I said before, the sky's kind of the limit here. All kinds of new experiences and rich media are probably coming our way on these devices. And I look forward to it. I think it's going to be a cool new segment and a cool new thing where we see tech evolve. Guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe down below, and until next time, we'll see you.